Hi guys, and welcome to our introduction to Unit 6. Unit 6 is going to be covering gas loss, so I kind of just want to go over a little bit of what you can expect in this unit. The first thing we're going to talk about is your daily schedule. This just shows you the times that we're expecting you to work on your stuff. Note that you want to give about an hour to your class work over the 2-day period. We're still going to follow the maroon and gold day classes. From 1:45 to 3 will be office hours. This is a time I'm going to use to have you guys check in with me every once in a while. I'll talk about those live sessions here in a minute. And don't forget the lunchtime from 11:30 to 12:30 at Lincoln Elementary, Hayes Middle School, and Hayes High School. Any child ages 1 through 18, and the children do need to be in the vehicle when you go, you can pick up lunch. And I do believe on Facebook they even have a menu out showing you what you can pick up each day. So please take advantage of that. And that starts Monday, March 30th. All right, so we are going to be talking about gas loss. So before gas loss, we're going to talk a little bit about factors that affect gas and what gas pressure is. We're going to talk about Boyle's law, temperature, Charles' law, things like that. There'll be 6 little sections, so 6.1 through 6.6, and each of those is going to have a variety of things. Some WebQuest, virtual labs, the CK12 reading and practice. Make sure you signed up for that. Ed puzzles will be in there. The practice quizzes, I've mentioned those already to you in more detail in the video that we watched about the introduction. And then live meetings. Make sure you note that you'll have to attend 3 of those. Now, a little bit more about the live meetings. They're at the very top of the Canvas page. There's a little note on that. I will be hosting live meetings every Monday from 2 to 3 p.m. Now, these are just a point for us to check in. There's not going to be any content, direct teaching. It's just a time for us to check in, for me to say, hey, how are things going? The expectation, guys, is about 10 minutes. You're going to notice, so that there's not 100 of us there, I've broken them into 3 timetables of about 20 minutes. So just show up sometime in that 20 minutes. I've broken it up by last name. So I think it's A through I, and then J through Q, and then R through Z. So look at that. So the first one would be between 2 and 2:20. Just stop in and say hi to me. Let me check in with you. And then the next section would be 2:20 to 2:40, and then 2:40 to 3. I'm trying to keep this flexible. So of the 5 of them, you only need to show up for about 10 minutes out of 3 of them. So just plan ahead in your schedule. Pick a Monday, pick a few Mondays. Yes, I'm giving a grade for these. I want to see you and I want to connect. I just want it to be a really low-key time where if you have some questions you can ask, you want to check in on something, and I can just say, hey. Otherwise, I'm going to connect with you every once in a while. I'm going to send out a reminder now assignment where I'm going to say, hey, tell me what you had for lunch today. Just to connect, guys. Really just ways that we can keep communicating. And then lastly is our Unit 6 assessment. You guys, instead of a test, you'll be making a Jeopardy, and I have a thing about that on there too. I have a directions and rubric sheet, and I have a video that I will make that talks about that. The big thing here, guys, is feel free to work ahead. I hopefully will have about 2 or 3 weeks ahead of material up for you, but really watch those due dates. They aren't flexible, guys. You've got to be turning things in on time. All right, so what do you need to do for today? Well, first of all, you need to download your note packet and practices. If you have a printer, print them. If you don't, just download them and save them on your computer. You can dual screen me. Have me watch my video over here, have your notes and type as we go along, or save it as a PDF and write on it. Do your practices on another sheet of paper. That's perfectly fine. There's about a 4 5-minute video to watch today that introduces the states of matter. And then there is our introduction to gases WebQuest. So this, we've done WebQuest like this before. Just download the document. Inside the document are your links. They should be in blue. Remember, you can control click on them. My biggest recommendation is please make sure you're using Google Chrome, guys. You can set that as your browser preference if you need to, but all of these will open in Google Chrome. So if you're finding that you're having issues, make sure you're using Google Chrome. As always, just answer in there, and when you're done, just upload it to the correct spot on Canvas. You can see on Canvas where it says submit here for Maroon Day and submit here for Gold. So make sure you upload it to the correct spot. And those are due for Maroon Day on April 7th at 11 p.m. and for Gold, April 8th at 11 p.m. And then lastly, make sure that by April 6th, you have signed up on all those platforms. I need you to have signed up on CK12 and Edpuzzle and Remind, and just make sure that you have somehow either gotten the Zoom on your app or you're just comfortable with Zoom, okay? And by comfortable, I mean just make sure you know, hey, here's the few controls I have with that. All right, guys, and don't forget, we are going to hold our first live session Monday, April 6th. So you have to attend 3 out of the 5 of them by May 4th. They'll always be on Mondays from 2 to 3 p.m. My only expectation is you come in for about 10 minutes during the time that you have. Okay, so this is for all my chemistry classes. So I'm trying to limit, which is why I'm not just saying a free-for-all from 2 to 3, because I don't want 100 people in there at one time, because that defeats the purpose. So if I can maintain a group of about 30, and that does that with this, so about this way, just even it out as best I can. So from 2 to 2:20, A through I, you guys pop in. 2:20 to 2:40, J through Q, you guys pop in. And 2:40 to 3, R through Z, you guys can pop in. It's not so that me teach you anything. It's just for us to connect and say hi. I will send out in a Zoom invite the morning of, so on April 6th in the morning, make sure you check your email. The meeting invite will be in there with the reminder of the times for you to check in, guys. And remember, you only need to do 3 out of 5 of these, so you have some room to be flexible. If something comes up and you can't attend that Monday, you plan on the next Monday. All right, guys, so that's that. I hope you have a great rest of your day.